So the SARS-CoV-2 primarily latch and infects the lung cell. It uses its spike protein and hemoglobin esters to latch into the lung cell, and when the virus finally go inside the lung cell, it is called endocytosis. And when the virus come in contact with the ribosome, the positive single-stranded RNA will fuse and produce more single-stranded RNA, and it will also produce polyproteins. And these polyproteins is what's needed to make the new virus. And the polyproteins will eventually break down with a protein called protein esters, and these protein esters will break down into smaller proteins or enzymes that contains spike protein, hemoglobin esters protein, M protein, and the envelope protein. And with this, the proteins that is broken down, and the single-stranded RNA will fuse together inside the Golgi body and make new viruses. And the process of the viruses coming out of the lung cell is called exocytosis. And the next one is when the virus latch onto alveoli type 2, and when the alveoli type 2 gets damaged, it usually sends out interferon that will signal other cells and type 2 and type 1 that there's a virus in the cell. And there's also a cytokinesis that will call in other cell from the immunity system, such as the macrophage and the killer T cell that will try to kill the viruses and absorb them. And and the virus also make the gaps outside the alveoli to make so the fluid inside the blood can come out near the alveoli, and this will thicken the fluid between the blood and the alveoli, and this will make it harder for the oxygen to come into the blood because it's thicker, and the carbon dioxide to come out into the alveoli. And when there's a shortage of oxygen inside the blood, this will cause a hypoxemia, which will also cause shortness of breath. And when there's too much carbon dioxide inside the blood, this also will also cause hypoborea, and this will make the blood acidic, and so it will make the blood acidic and destroy the alveoli and the blood. And when there's a reactive oxygen species that the virus make, this will make the macrophage and the killer T cell to kill and attack anything around it, including the type 1 and the type 2, and also the virus. And if this happens too much without help, this will cause death.